Hi there. So I'm sure you've heard of people who've gotten like a 99 plus percentile but still not gotten calls from IIM's ABC. And and then they say that IIM जाने के लिए सिर्फ 100, you need to get a 100th percentile, otherwise you're not going to get in, which is such a lie. Because a lot of people get in at much lower percentiles, being from a general unreserved category. I got in at 97.56. I know people from a general category who even gotten at 90th, at the 90th percentile into IIM Ahmedabad. So how does that work, right? So IIM Ahmedabad has this, of course, your CAT percentiles matter, but your profile also matters. And there's something called as a profile score. So I'm going to take you through the calculator that I made. I mean, I just took, I took it from the IIM Ahmedabad website, just added it into an Excel sheet, and then I kind of, so you can gauge your profile score. Now, what is a good score? That is something which is very subjective because it depends on the kind of applicants. It also depends on a lot of factors which are not in our hands, but it'll give you a rough estimate of whether you have a strong chance or not. So let me take you through my profile, and also take you through the calculator so you can use it for yourself and see where you stand. So how this sheet works is that you feed in your details and it'll give you a profile score. Now let's start off with my own score. So in 10th, I had a 10 CGPA, so let's assume 95. So if you see, it gives me a score as 10. So if you look at the formula in column D, you will know how the scoring is happening. 10 is the highest possible score. So anything above 90% gives you a score of 10. Now in 12th, I had a 90.8. So that also gives me 10 because it's above 90%. Now UG May, what happens is you will be competing only with people in your category. So AC1 is medicine, AC2 is I think CA and all of those categories. I think AC3 is engineers or something like that. You can check it out on their website. I'll add the link. So you will be competing only within that AC. So what they will see is your percentile amongst the top in that AC, right? So if in your AC only 10 people wrote hypothetically, and the highest percentile is 98 and you have a 97.5, you will still get a call even if you don't have a 100th percentile. So that is how some people get calls at much lower percentiles. So I fall under AC5, so I'm going to say 75. That was my undergraduate percentage, so it gives me 8 points. Okay, so then I'm going to look at my work X. So I had 20 months of work X. So I'm going to feed it into the second row under the category. So that gives me 3.8 points. Right, and then male, female, I'm going to say yes for female, and that gives me 33.8 points when the highest is 37. So even though I did not have a 100th percentile or even a 99th percentile, because my profile score was strong and I had 33.8 out of 37, I had a very strong chance. Now, this is not a holy Bible, or this is not the word of God. So it's not to say that if you have this, unless you have a strong profile score, you'll not get a call. But having a strong profile score definitely gives you an edge over the others, because and it boosts your chances of getting calls at lower percentiles. Of course, if you're an engineer, general, male, God help you. I really don't know what to say about it, and you have my sympathies. But otherwise, if you're from a non-engineering background, regardless of whether you're male, female, other, you have a very strong chance. So that's how people from non-engineering backgrounds get in at much lower percentiles. Of course, each college has its own cutoff. So if you look at IIM Bangalore, that's going to be very different. But this is how people get into IIM A. So I hope that video helped. I'm on Instagram, so you might want to follow me. I'll link my Instagram in the description box. So we can connect over there. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them over there or in the comments box here. See you.